So let's say we take Mario and we make him evil.
Overdone.
Luigi! Coming for you, Nick.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. What if we take Popeye and make him evil?
That sounds preposterous. Who would ever want to do that?
Popeye the Sailor Man was a comic strip character made all the way back in 1929 by Lizzie Cigar. Originally meant to just be a side character, he eventually went on becoming his own character in his own comic strip in 1970, simply just named, well, Popeye. This eventually led him to become the iconic Popeye the Sailor Man.
Okay.
Now, you might be asking, what does this have to do with low-budget horror movies? Well, I'm getting to that. After the Popeye series hit the big 96, it was placed into the public domain on January 1st, 2025, where now you, yes you, can make your own low-budget horror movie of Popeye, just like Winnie the Pooh. Does anybody remember Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey? I remember Blood and Honey.
So, what's a public domain?
I'm so glad you asked, Larry.
Basically, a copyright is protection granted by law for original works that you make. It ensures that anything original that you write or make belongs only to you. You don't even have to publish it.
Oh,
You
okay.
make something.
Basically, once a series hits a certain age, it gets placed into the public domain where anyone, and yes, that does mean anyone, can make their own adaptation of it. With legal loopholes, obviously. You can't just make it completely one-to-one, sadly. But that is why we have movies like Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, and Peter Pan, Neverland Frights, and Bambi the Reckoning, and Mousetrap. Wow, they really just use these for horror movies, huh? Today we'll be looking at the 3 Popeye horror movies that came out around the same time. These include Popeye the Slayer Man, Popeye's Revenge, and Shiver Me Timbers. And with all that said, let's begin. Starting with...
You're a monster!
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah.
He said the thing!
Said the thing from the thing. Popeye the Slayer Man is about Popeye the Slayer Man, who haunts an abandoned factory that's currently under wraps for getting destroyed by these business guys that are currently trying to get the place destroyed, although one of them doesn't make it out alive, but more on that later. While that's going on, there's also this school group that's doing a project on the factory, which it goes how you expect. And yeah, the movie's pretty basic, but I mean, I don't think that's really a bad thing, honestly. The design for Popeye in this movie is really well done. I feel like the rubber face kind of ruins it, but like, it's not like the animated version made trying to turn this into live action any better. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty solid design. Now, for the cast of the movie, and they're not as solid, to be honest. They never really struck me as all that interesting, but I mean, they're kind of neat, I guess. You got love interest, Dexter, Dexter's friend, and then Disposables 1 and 2, which, yeah, not sure how you managed that, but I mean, hey, they weren't that important. Speaking of kills, they're alright. That's it really, they're just kind of okay. I mean, realistically, these kind of deaths would probably dock points for a major horror movie, but since this is Popeye the Slayer Man, I really just don't care. Some of those are unlogical though. I'm pretty sure you're not able to do that. Most of the kills in the movie just consist of the victim running away, Popeye doing his little baddie walk because he's that guy, and then eventually he catches them because they make a bad decision and they just die. Seriously, I don't know how you fumble that bad. I will say the boyfriend to one of the main characters, no, I don't remember their name, is kind of interesting and low-key kind of mean.
He's not a ghost. The Sailor Man is real. And if you trespass in his home, he'll gut you like an old car.
Shut up, Bernie. You're an old car.
Oh yeah, on that note, the writing, I mean, it's decent-ish. I mean, it's not that horrible, but then again, there's also lines like this.
If someone is killing you, just scream. We'll come find you.
Wow, that's such a genius idea. I can't believe no one's ever thought of that before. Although, the plot twist was kind of interesting, being the daughter of Popeye was the love interest. It was kind of sweet, you know? It didn't really make up for all the stuff he's done, but I mean, it was sweet. It also left a little room for a sequel, which, I mean, honestly, at this point, I would be kind of interested in. Pretty interesting, actually. I'm kind of surprised about it. Overall, while kind of basic in a way, I'd personally give Popeye the Slayer Man a 6, or wait, hold on, 6 or 7. Oh, yeah. Let's move on.
How'd they put him in the basement, bro?
But all was not so bad in the basement.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, I'd put my child in the basement if he had freaking arms like that. Popeye's Revenge is about Popeye's the Revenge, a kid who was outcast for being deformed, which I mean, to be fair, I'd be probably scared of that too. This shunning, however, caused him to kill a kid, or at least I think so, they didn't really show it. And then the town makes the rational decision of, burning their parents' house down with the parents inside. This, however, does not kill him. He manages to survive, not the parents though, they're kind of dead. Passing himself off as dead and becoming the legendary Popeye, who guards the docks. And yeah, you can probably guess what happens there. Probably the worst movie I've reviewed on this channel. Ginger Deadman might be up there, I'm not sure, I'll have to get back to you on that one. The design for Popeye, I mean, that's okay. And kind of the only good thing about this movie, if I'm gonna be frank.
Dear God, Frank, are you also blind? Nah, with these cataracts, I might as well be. What's that, a woodpecker?
It doesn't have that same plasticky look that Slayer Man did, but that in return just makes him look like a random Joe. Also, what happened to his arms? I thought he was supposed to be a buff 7-year-old, and that's probably why it takes him 5 hours to kill someone. Oh yeah, the kills. They're pretty bad. You see, unlike the last guy who's just built like that, this Popeye takes 5 hours to kill someone, grunts for like most of it, and then sometimes he just doesn't even kill him, he has to switch up what he's doing. I mean, you couldn't have just choked her out. Come on, Popeye, you gotta be better than that. Oh yeah, he's also a cockblocker, but I mean, his own quote-unquote death in the movie isn't all that special either. The cast just cuts him off guard because he was wrong. Oh yeah, the cast. Yeah, they're pretty bad. You got the main character, side piece, the British pimp, I do say, side piece number 2, Jerksadoc, pun intended, and this thing, I don't know. She's just kind of there with Popeye, nothing special. She's on the same kill count, I don't care. The worst one's probably the British pimp, which, yeah, I was pretty happy that he died. But basically, he was dating 2 of the side pieces until one of them was just like, babe, I don't think I want to be your side piece anymore. And he was like, well, why in the bullocks wouldn't you want to do that? Thanks for ruining the mood. And then, yeah, he leaves her alone for ruining the mood. And then Popeye kills her. The girl finds out, and then Popeye kills him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's other stuff, but it's not that interesting, trust me. Overall, yeah. It's just kind of bad. Not as bad as, well, Ginger Deadman 2, but with a boring plot, meh characters, and a meh killer, I'd personally just give it a 3 out of 10. It's more on the same level as the original Ginger Deadman. Yeah, I'm mentioning it a lot. You guys should go watch it, by the way. It's kind of a good video. I kind of like that one. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, last one. It can't be that bad, can it? Can it? Please?
Andrew Beck. Let it grow, let it grow. Hannah Toman. Carrot Slots. Andrew Beck.
What is he begging for?
Begging for me.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, was it good?
No. Okay. Shiver Me Timbers, I guess all the good titles were taken at this point, is the worst one out of the 3 movies we've looked at. And it's not even close. Okay, fine. Let's start from the beginning. So basically, this movie is all about this group of guys and gals who go out on a camping trip. This group includes fat guy, girlfriend, boyfriend,
That's a woman?
sex in the woods. Yeah, you can kind of guess what happens. And Wait, what was I saying? Oh, this movie's peak. So anyways, these guys and my wife decide to go camping in the woods because they're British. What is it with British people in the woods? Well, at that time, there's this meteor shower going on, which one of the rocks from the meteor, with just the greatest animation, lands into this guy's pipe. And since eating rocks isn't typically nutritious, it changes him into Popeye the Shiver Me Timbers, and he starts his murderous rampage. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, how original. But trust me, it gets better. I'm lying. It doesn't. Let's continue. Since this movie's generic, I mean, so original. Eventually, he stumbles upon this fat guy who takes 5 hours to take a dump. Seriously, I do not think it was that funny. And then Popeye kills him, and then you know how it goes. Yeah, you know. A shaky head, big amounts of blood, and then he just takes a dump on the guy's body. Well, I mean, I guess you get 1A for creativity. Girlfriend and boyfriend eventually find bro's body, rest in pepperonis, I guess, and now they just have to survive, which is pretty easy if they don't try and have sex in the woods. So anyways, sex in the woods has sex in the woods, Popeye decides to be a cock blocker, and yeah, they're dead. Wow, if I had a nickel for every time 2 people died because they were having sex in a horror movie, including Popeye the Sailor Man, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Anyways, after that chaos ensues and this kid dies, just stay away from my wife, we finally get to what I can only describe as the lamest and best fight scene I've ever seen. I just said scene twice. Sorry, Ginger Dead Man 3. You've been dethroned as the best ending on this channel. My wife manages to get a hold of a rock that was inside the pop of Popeye after this guy helps her out, and doesn't make it out very well. She then proceeds to use the rock to power this ginormous chainsaw she proceeds to use to kill Popeye, and after 30 hours of screaming, we get what might be the greatest line in cinematic history. I'll just play the clip.
That's one hell of a chainsaw.
Not a chainsaw. Chainsaws are for children.
You know, if I ever go mysteriously missing, I think I might know where you might just be able to find me. Compared to the other 2 movies, this one does feel like the stiffest entry. A lot of scenes just go on way too long, and it really shows that they are strapped for time and couldn't make up for it. So they kept doing the exact same thing over and over again. The design for Popeye in this is genuinely bad. The CGI for this movie in general is just really awful, which is crazy because this movie actually has a budget of $100,000. Yeah, I think you could have done a little better. The kills in this movie are also something that it gets on my nerves, because it's the exact same way as Popeye's Revenge, where it takes like 10 minutes to kill one single person. Only difference is this one doesn't grunt for 5 hours before he kills him. He also hates sex. Interesting. And the characters, well, yeah, that's the best way I could describe it. Except you, baby, you know I didn't mean that about you. I mean, Popeye's death was kind of cool, like, I guess. After 12 hours, just blood everywhere. Although, yeah, it was pretty boring. Except for you, baby. The idea of The Rock being able to power that big old chainsaw was a pretty interesting concept, and I wish they really expanded on The Rock a little more. Maybe they will in the sequel. But, wait a minute. Sequel? With the whole Kickstarter?
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Heck, Popeye's Revenge is getting one too. Well, why are the bad ones getting sequels? Slayer Man is actually good, and that one's not getting one. Oh, okay, never mind. Scratch that. I just wasn't looking. Anyways, yeah, 4 out of 10. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Well, I mean, probably not anyways. And that was the 3 Popeye horror movies that came out since Popeye hit the public domain. And oh boy, was it an adventure. Years of my life I'll never get back.
So, Budo, you come to fight for you for olive oil?
Yeah, let's do it, Popeye.
Alright, let me just get a bite of my spinach.
Nope, I'm out.
What?
Listen, Popeye, every fight we've ever had, it turns as soon as you eat that thing. I mean, last time we fought, you punched me so hard I turned into a sausage. And after months of therapy and losing my faith in God, I realized, if you eat that thing, I am not gonna fight you. Popeye, but what's in that fucking spinach? I mean, I can't tell the words you're saying anymore.
A little bit of mercury.